Hi y'all, Tiffany here. Welcome to my quilting life. So today there's 225 patch blocks, like always. That's it, 225 patch blocks. Let's get to it. Okay, for block 1 today, we are going to make a 3-color block. It's like a spinning flower pinwheel. I don't know. Anyways, let's get to this. So we need, of the yellow, we need 20 of those. Now, I don't have any yellow. I'm going to use a print that has like a creamy background. And then for the red, we need 16 of those. So I'm going to go with Christmas stars because it kind of matches the red in there. And then for the green, we only need 1. There we go. So let's make this easy. So obviously, one of those gets separated out because that's staying whole. Then we need to take out 1, 2, 3, 4 reds because those are going to stay whole. And 4. And then we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of our replacement yellow. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those are coming out. So the rest of this is going to get turned into half square triangles. So I'm going to make sure one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh, I took out 6. We need 2 more. 2 more. See, that's what I get for not counting properly. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. Yeah. 9 of those stay out, 4 of those stay out, and 1 of those. The rest now will get turned into half square triangles. So let's go over to the machine and do that. Okay, so here we are at the machine. I need to turn all these sets now into half square triangles. So you could either press them in half, wrong sides together like this, and create a sew line. Or you can draw a line on the wrong side of your fabric, or like me, as always, I'm now always using my seam tape. And then we just stick the corner up under the needle and line that either you're sewing on your line or your fold, or you're following your seam tape like this. So I'm going to go ahead and sew all these into half square triangles, lining them up and sewing them corner to corner. So I'm going to go ahead and put you in fast forward while I sew these corner to corner. Now I'm going to show you that, so these have some big print pieces in it. I'm going to choose what side I want to stay as my half square triangle because I want my print to kind of stay in here. So I'm just going to choose one side of all of these and turn them into half square triangles to where I can see some of that print. So I'm just going to look and see which side has the better, and I'm going to chop off the side that is not, 1/4 inch from my seam. So I'm going to go ahead and put you in fast forward while I distinguish what side I want to cut off of all of these, and then I'm going to take them over and iron them. And for that, I will put that all in fast forward. But I just wanted to stop and show you that I'm choosing one side or the other, depending on how much print is on one side or the other. So if you're following me in making all these, I'm making them with 2.5-inch squares. So this should come out, if you sewed from corner to corner, as a 2.5-inch square. So here's our diagram. We're going to go ahead and lay the block out. I'm going to start with my centerpiece right here. And we're going to put red down that way, red down that way. And they don't lay very flat, and I'm sorry for that in advance. It will when I finally press the whole block. It's this fabric right here, this Christmas fabric. It's not laying very flat. All right, now that those are around there, then next to is this right here. Next to is this, and that, and that. Then we're going to go around with this facing up, and then this facing up, I think. I'll check it over one more time before I sew it. This, that, like that, and that way, and that way. And then these fill in the empty spaces, and then we're going to look at it and make sure everything is facing the correct direction. All right, so goes solid square facing down, solid square facing down, solid square. Then it's down to the right, solid square down to the left, solid square up to the left, solid down to the right, solid up to the left, solid. Then we go down here, it's down to the right, solid, up to the left, solid, up to the left. Oh no, that's up to the right, sorry. Then it's solid, up to the right, solid, up to the right, and solid. So there is the layout. Everything looks good. Let's take this over to the sewing machine and sew this row to this row right here. So we're going to put these right sides together. Not going to flip or turn anything at all. Right sides together all the way down, just like this. We're going to sew down the right side. Once we sew them on, leaving them all together, we're going to open up this top one, and we're going to sew the next piece to that. Open up this next piece, and so on and so forth. Chain piecing them all together. That's how it's going to work. So let's go to the machine and sew these together. Okay, here at the sewing machine, we're going to take our first two pieces, and with a 1/4-inch seam, we're going to sew these on through. And don't mind my disaster up here. Move that out of the way. I'm trying to sew all of my pieces for my secondary quilt while I'm making these now. All right, second piece. Right sides together, going through. Third two. Right sides together, going through. Next. Right sides together. And last, for those first two rows, chain piece these together. All right, so break the thread, and we're going to press these left, right, left, right, and left. So we're going to come to this top piece now, and we're going to grab the first piece in the third row. So that would be this one, and I'm going to put this on here and sew it on through with a 1/4-inch seam. I didn't turn anything. I'm picking it up just like this, now putting it right sides together. That way I don't mess anything up. This is probably one of those blocks that can get easily messed up. Okay, and then we're going to put this one through. And the next one, I'm just bringing them right over, not turning anything, just throwing them right on. All right, so once these are on, we're going to repeat those steps until the whole block is together. So now that it's together and we have not missed a thing, nothing's been moved out of place, now it's time to hook the rows together. Now I did press left, right, left, right, left, right all the way up. The second pass, when I added the third row, I actually pressed those right, left, right, left. So I always pressed towards the solid so that no seam is going to be bulky on this one. So we're going to take this and go right sides together with that bottom 2 rows, and we're just going to nest those seams. I finger press them in opposite directions so they lay beautifully. I'm just going to now, I hold them at the junction just to make sure that the seam doesn't get flipped or, turned or anything. And then hold that next junction, hold the next junction, and the next one. Here, and they should nest up beautifully, and then the last, and then repeat those steps by I'm just going to finger press this to one side for now. We're just going to take these 2 now and put it on top of this single one and the middle, and then sew the rest of it together the same exact way. There is our finished block. Looks just like the photo. Look at that. So let's measure it. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and a half and 10 and a half. So it is 10 and a half, both directions. It's a little wonky right here in the corner, but nothing a little bit of pressing it better could fix. All right, so there it is. It looks just like the picture. Don't forget to take a screenshot and or join the Facebook group, because there are now PDF diagrams for every single one of these blocks. So, and they come out after the block is made, obviously, because I'm not the one doing it. So anyway, there's that. Let's get on to the next block. All right, so the next block is a 2-color block. It's almost like a ribbon in a way. So we need 24 green, and we need 17 of the orange, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Yep. Okay, I was right in my counting. The first one I thought I was off, but yeah. Anyway, so what we need to do is separate which ones are going to be staying solid. So we know 1 orange from the center stays solid. The rest of that's going to be half square triangles. Then we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of these are staying solid. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. The rest of these are being turned into half square triangles. So let's go over to the machine, and I'm going to turn these into half square triangles, but I'm actually just going to put you in fast forward with some music while I turn these into half square triangles. Okay, now it's time to lay out our block. So here's the diagram. I'm going to leave it right there where we can see it, and I'm going to go ahead and lay this out. So it's starting out with one of these in the center and 2 up and down, just like this. I know it's weird. I could have just made 4.5-inch pieces and inserted them, but this is all about the 25 patch blocks, so we're doing it this way. So there's those, and now what we're going to do is follow the diagram on which way the orange is going to go. So it looks like orange is up, up, down, and out, just like that. So we're going to go back up here now. So we got orange up and down, and we got up this way and out that way. Again, with this side, the orange going down, up, out, and down, and then down this way, up that way, and out this way, and out that way. So there is our block. Now all we need to do is sew it together. So I'm going to take this first 2 rows, and we're going to put those right sides together and then sew down that seam and then open them up, add the next, same as we did with the first. But before I go over there, I'm going to check this one more time. It looks correct to me through the camera, but you never know. All right, let's see. Going up, over, and down. Up, over, and down. Down, over, and up. Down, over, and up. Okay, yeah, that's correct. Looks the same. So let's sew this together. Okay, here at the machine. So I just realized, I think like 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of these blocks right here should be pressed towards the green. So I'm just going to go ahead right here while I'm sitting here and just finger press this to the green. I might have to take them over to the iron. Let's see. I'll be right back. I'm going to go ahead and relay my blocks out, but I'm going to turn 4 of these pressed towards the green for the times that these will be coming together like this, because they're going to be coming together like that. So I'm going to go ahead and press 4 of these real quick. I figured I'd show you. So the 4 corners that are kind of in the bottom of the screen right here and the top of the screen, these 4 corners I went ahead and pressed towards the green. Only those 4 blocks I think are going to go towards the green. So just remember 4 of the blocks go towards the green fabric instead of the orange fabric. Now let's get back to the sewing. Okay, so here we are at the sewing machine. Here's my first 2 pieces, and now they're opposite of each other, which is what we wanted in the first place. So I know that some of you like to know which way to press, so I don't ever know until I start sewing the blocks together which way they're going to press. And then I usually flip the seam, but all right, so next two are 2 solids. Well, 2 of the pieces that aren't half square triangles. And then these 2. And I haven't flipped or turned anything, just sewing them the way that I'm picking them up. And these last 2, again, the corner down here is going to nest, just like that. So I'm going to go ahead and press these right, left, like I usually do. So you could see that they nested now nicely, having those 4 pieces with the seam the other way. And if you are an open seam presser, go ahead and press all your seams open. It probably makes it easier, but I do not press my seams open unless I absolutely have to. All right, So I pressed them all right, left, right, left, right. We're going to come to this top one now. We're going to grab the next piece. This whole third row is all solid pieces. They aren't half square triangles, so they should sew in very beautifully. You don't got to worry about if you turned it wrong unless you have directional fabric. And I'm going to go ahead and put you in fast forward while I sew the rest of these together. And here is our finished block. So it is 10 and a half, 10 and a half. So it's 10 and a half inches like it's supposed to be. It looks better than the little drawing of mine. I like it. It looks really cool. So it worked best that I swapped pressing towards the green on just those four corners. And it allowed it to press better is pretty much what it allowed. But if you press your seams open, go ahead and do that. It's no big deal which way you press them, honestly, as long as you have a flat block when you're done. And I don't know if you guys even noticed, but during that, I actually sewed my little quarter square triangle hourglasses, which are my cutoffs from here that I've been working on. I actually did that throughout the whole entire video, but you only saw me do those because I left the camera running. So I'm trying to at least get these done while I make the blocks now instead of putting them all in a big, huge pile. So there's that. Let's see what both the blocks look like together. All right, so here are both the blocks that we had done today. Notice I did use that same green from this over to these because, you know, I'm just trying to use up my squares, so it doesn't matter if they go with each other or not. But 2 beautiful blocks done, so here is my color drawing of the first one. I think it looks better as a block than it does my little drawing. And then the second one, again, here's my drawing. Again, it looks better as a block than it does the drawing. But if you would like to take a screenshot of the blocks by themselves, or I mean the pictures by themselves, or the blocks, just to get your general idea of which way you're going, there you go. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to check out the playlist here, down here somewhere at the bottom. And don't forget to subscribe if you are new. I will see you in my next video. Bye.